put your weed in here.
Now that you've created your custom traders using community offline mode, I'm going to show you a few traders here. I'm going to show you a regular trader, and I'm going to show you the vehicle trader. Because the vehicle trader is a little special because you have a sell area as well. But the first thing you're going to want to do is stand in the position of the trader, of where you want your trader at, so that way you can buy from them. The next thing you're going to want to do is take account to the position in the top right corner. This is your X, Y, and Z position. Take a note of this. You could write this down or take a picture of it or a screenshot, so that way you have it to put it in your objects file of your trader. And we're going to want to go over here and do the same thing with the vehicle trader. So take account of the position for the XYZ, and also step in front, get a position on where the vehicle will sell as well. Take a screenshot of this position also of the XYZ, and now once you have your XYZ coordinates wrote down, you're going to want to exit the game and shut down your server. Now we're going to want to access your server folder here. Go to server profiles, trader folder, trader, and we're going to want to access this file right here, trader objects. And now you can actually just take these names here and just name it whatever you want. Go ahead and take both of these names here, so that way they correspond with each other. Now, trader marker means trader number. So there are 6 traders in total. So that's what we have here. They start at 0. Now these are your position coordinates, your X, Y, and Z. This is where you're going to want to add your position here of the numbers that you took. And this is your safe zone. If you want a safe zone, you leave this here. You could leave this default, so that way you actually have a full safe zone. But if you don't want a safe zone, say you're creating a rebel trader or something like that, you can take these values and put them at 0.5. This way no one can actually kill your trader, and there is no safe zone. So go ahead and change all these values here. So now we're going to take those coordinates that we wrote down and change these values here. And now that we've changed these values, we're going to want to copy this line and go down here to the second beans area. And since this trader right here is the same as this here, this is just the trader markers, this is just the objects to spawn, this line has to be the same as the line above. So we'll just take that, copy and paste that here. Now these values here can stay 0, but this one you're going to want to change to your orientation. So we'll say -110. This is the direction he's actually looking. And now, if you want to, you could actually just take and change the things that they're holding. We'll say they're holding an apple. And we'll say they have a green checkered shirt on. And we'll keep the rest of this stuff here. So you could change what they're wearing and everything here. And now we're going to want to take our vehicle trader mark positions and put those in. And now we're going to want to take our vehicle spawn position, where we want our vehicles to be sellable, and put this input here. And we're going to want to take account for our orientation here. Now go ahead and take your trader position, copy that, pull it down here to the very last trader here. And we're going to want to paste this here. And with a vehicle trader, make sure you have the spawn orientation set to the exact same thing as your trader spawn orientation. And these can remain 0. And you can also change his clothes as well. Make him whatever you want. And you can also change the character here. In the description below, I provided a link to a comprehensive list of where you can go and find the names of all the survivors you can input. You could change all their names. This list is not fully updated, but all these characters still work. And you can also get a class list of all the items that are spawnable in the game. So you can make your characters wear those specific items. Now that we've got our position set for both of our traders here, for the regular trader and the vehicle trader, and we have our vehicle spawn orientation set, along with the spawn orientation itself, which way they're facing, and we have the same inputs down here. Now all this stuff in the object spawn below here, like the land fuel station build, we can just take all this and highlight it, and we can just delete all of this. We won't need all that now that we have our custom traders. That is just a default area in the trader mod of his build where he put his traders at. But since we're moving all of our traders, we won't need that area anymore. So go ahead and save it. Now that we saved it, we can go ahead and run the bat file and launch your server. Now that we're back in the game, we can see that the traders are in the areas we position them in. So here's the vehicle trader. And since we set the spawn position, or the sell position to this here, you can just pull your vehicle up here and sell it here. And the other trader is here as well, only not wearing any pants. But it has the apple and the green shirt that we put on here. And it looks like we didn't put them close enough to the table, so... But you can see that everything is still the same in the trader for sale. And if we go back to Green Mountain, where we took these traders from, we can see that all of the stuff that we deleted as the objects is no longer here, which is standard object stuff. The vehicle trader isn't here because he's at our new position we set. And you'll notice that since we set it to 0.5, it is no longer a safe zone here. And the other trader is gone as well. So it's definitely not a safe zone anymore. So now you can proceed to take all the other traders and put them in your new positions in your new area you have created. If you created a rebel area in community offline mode, I will also show you how to put a rebel there, so that way he can have a custom config of sell items in this area as well that is different from the other traders. So what you'd need to do is go ahead and get in your position where you want the trader to be. So we'll say we want him to be here. Take note of this position, screenshot it, or take a picture of it with your phone if you have to. We'll go ahead and exit the game. Now we're going to go back into the server profiles, trader folder, trader, and we're going to open up both of these. Go ahead and open up this, and we're going to open up this. We're going to open up the configs and the objects files. And now that we're in here, we could go below your trader that you created, your custom trader. And we'll go ahead and create a new trader here. Call it Rebel. And since this is here, we can just go ahead and copy one of these and paste it underneath here. Now we'll want the trader marker to be different. So we'll go ahead, and since we have a value of 5, we'll make this a 6. So this way, this trader is different from the rest of these traders, and it won't sell the same items as these traders will sell. Now we'll go ahead and enter the custom position we have put. And that's all you need for this portion. If you're going to have more than one character, just space it here and copy one of these and put it here as well. Like if you wanted a vehicle trader here as well, just do this. And if you wanted it to have it different, go ahead and put a 7 here. Or if you wanted this vehicle trader to be the exact same thing as this vehicle trader here, just go ahead and leave this a 5. But if you wanted them to sell different vehicles, you'd put a 7. Now we can go ahead and copy this here. Now we can go ahead down below beans here and our custom trader. We can space this. And we'll put a rebel here as well. Now this is the objects to spawn. And to make it easier, we'll go ahead and take one of these traders here and copy it. Go ahead and copy one of these traders. And then we can edit it to however we want. But now that we've added this here, we can go back up to our other trader, our other rebel trader. We're going to want to grab this position, copy it, bring it down here, and paste it in this area. Now we're going to want to fix the orientation. And if you wanted to have different stuff on, we could have different stuff on here as well. And now that he's a new trader added in the area, it's a rebel trader, he's by himself, we can go back into the config section of the trader and the trader config. Now here in the config section, we have the consumer trader, which is 0, miscellaneous trader, which is 1, weapons trader, which is 2, and so on and so forth. So we're going to want to go down here where our 5th trader is, which is a vehicle trader. We're going to want to go under the vehicle trader, and we're going to want to enter there. And then we're going to want to backspace. And we can actually just take this here, copy this, and paste this here. Now, we're going to want to change the name here to our custom trader. And we can go ahead and change this to whatever we want. We'll say this is a drug market. And we'll put whatever we want in here. So we're going to just say this one's a drug category. So he sells cannabis. So this is the trader. This is the category, which is a drug market. And this is what he sells. This is the buy price. This is the sell price. If you have a -1, that means you cannot buy it, but you can sell it. And if you want to add more categories to that trader, you would just copy the category here. Paste it here. You would change the name. Say this is food. And this is what he sells in the food. Plums and vodka. A perfect breakfast. Now after you've customized your trader config, you can go ahead and save that. And after you've customized your trader positions of your custom single trader, you've made sure this number, trader marker, is different. So that way it shows a different trader and you're not selling the same thing as the other traders. Go ahead and save that, and now we can go back to your server and run your bat file. And now that we're back in the game, we can see that our rebel trader is here. And he sells the items with the name Drug Market. He sells cannabis in here. And Yum Yums in here. And these are the only two categories that we created in the config file, so that's the only two categories that will show up in this specific trader. And as you'll notice, you can shoot at the trader. You cannot kill the trader since it's 0.05. And this is how you create custom traders in DayZ in the custom areas you created in community offline mode. I hope this taught you guys something. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for my next video. And if you didn't like this video, you're like this zombie here. Dead to me!